Enter Founding Neverland. So hello, Jorg. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
For those who don't know you, could you quickly introduce yourself and what you do?
Yes, pleasure. My name is Jorg Borgwardt. I'm of German nationality. I have a history of about 35 years in one of the largest advertising agencies in the world. I lived in 7 countries. I worked in 30. I consider myself a global citizen rather than a German national.
Okay, and now you are the founder of CommUnity International, of the network of communication agencies. Can you tell us what's the vision of this network and how has it evolved since it was founded?
Our beginning actually started in 2019 when I merged 2 agency networks that had each existed for about 30 years. And the concept was to bring them together in order to get greater creative mass and to become more important. It was not the best time for creating a network because about 9 months later, Corona started. And of course, what normally sort of qualifies agencies and activities has a lot to do with people getting together. And that was something that was not possible at the time. So we actually installed visual meetings using Teams and Zoom, and we try to have almost monthly sessions in order to create a feeling of unification at the time. When Corona was finished, we started with physical meetings again immediately. We have 2 of those, and those are part of the cornerstone of the network.
Mm-hmm. How would you say, how has the network evolved, the network model evolved over time?
When we started, we were 19 agencies. We're now 34, so we have recruited agencies. We have not recruited agencies in one specific field. Like we do not have only PR agencies or only media agencies or only creative or digital agencies. We have all of the skills that you need in the communication industry united in our network. And the development has been quite good and substantial, and it has allowed us to benefit from the various skills that exist in the network.
And what would you say makes this network so special?
What makes this network special is it's a network of owners that work together because they want to and not because they have to. The big holding groups are the ones where you have to work together even if you don't like it. And that's something that makes us very special. I would also say that we are the net that works, so not just a network. And I am very keen on making the working together more important almost every day, every month, every year.
Mm-hmm. How do you measure the success of a network?
We measure the success of the network by the ability and the commitment of the various members to actively work together. We have a people exchange program, so we allow agencies to send someone for a week or 4 weeks to another agency to learn about the cultural differences, to meet their partners in business, so to speak. We also measure the success on the basis of participation in the meetings, because without meetings, we're not a network. It is here where things happen. And we actually have a rule whereby an agency is obliged to participate in at least 1 meeting a year. And if they don't, then we have the right to approach them and to say, you are no longer part of the network.
Mm-hmm. It's like a club.
Yes, but it's a club, not a club of old men that like to smoke cigars, sit in front of a fireplace and drink whiskey. It's a club of activity, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who's looking to start a new agency in this saturated market?
That's a tough question, because I don't think that anybody who is prepared to start an agency today would start the same way as maybe 3 or 5 or 10 years ago, because the big thing at the moment is AI, KI, whatever language you speak. It is a threat, but believed by many. It is a big opportunity believed by others. And I think those that see the opportunities would be ones that would start an agency which concentrates on the ability to use artificial intelligence in communication.
What is it for you, a threat or an opportunity?
I think it's an opportunity. I mean, yes, it is a threat, of course, especially for what I would call mediocre people. I think they no longer have a real opportunity and a future in the agencies, but those that are smart, that adapt, and that can learn to use the new techniques, they will benefit greatly.
That sounds very Darwinistic.
Yes.
Looking into the future, what dreams and goals would you like to accomplish next with the network?
Well, at the moment, we are focused on Europe. We are the strongest network of independent agencies in Europe. The business is actually much stronger from a communication point of view in other parts of the world, like the US is still leading. Asia Pacific is huge. One of the strategies that we're discussing is to expand, which probably then means that we will have meetings also outside of Europe in order to involve those agencies that we will recruit. I think another opportunity that we have is to recruit more agencies that are in line with the new developments. So maybe AI specialist agencies, and to bring them into the fold so that other agencies can benefit from that as well.
Thank you so much, Jorg, and all the best for the future.
Great pleasure. Thank you very much.
Enter Founding Neverland.